I don't miss all the extra heat from you.
You have not been authorized to direct this unit. Thank you for your understanding.
You're not the usual courier. Please tell me you're his replacement, and that you're just here to pay me a long overdue visit on his behalf. Are you now? Look, I'm expecting a very important package. Very important. What would you say to tracking it down for me? Quickly. I pay, and I pay well. Good. Let's get you on your way, then. Akachi Rosenblum, United Transport, Gagarin Branch. Now, please. Akachi, it's Helena, over at Reliant Medical. Your courier never showed. I need his stops for the day. This is my I don't care voice, Akachi. Oh? And what's your firm's policy on losing our branch as a client? I thought so. Send it to my personal slate. Thank you, Akachi. Here, all the places our courier might have gotten waylaid. She mentioned a panel or something that you can plug his ID number into at each delivery point. They should tell you if he's been there recently. The ID's 8148. When you do finally track him down, you can tell him you'll be completing delivery. Now go get me my package. Please.
Finally starting to...
Courier 8148 detected. Error. You have already checked in at this drop-off location. Please resume standard route.
Gagarin's not an easy place to live. Nice to finally be getting...
Error. You have already checked in at this location. Please resume route.
You know who's really to blame for Gagarin's problems? The Free Star Collective. The UC wins the colony war, none of this ever happens.
They said Arcmite coming here was gonna bring jobs. Then they automate half their damn factory. Ingrates.
Been to Clint's recently? He get crushed under all that crap yet?
Back at last. Did you find the courier? And more importantly, my package?
Think you might need to work on those priorities a bit.
I'm sorry if my straightforwardness offends you. Now, did you find the man or not? My God, dead. Well, I suppose that explains why my employee, Mr. Maximoff, disappeared so suddenly. And why the tracking beacon I installed on his ship was detected fleeing the planet. Here, your payment for finding the courier. It seems you've got some chops when it comes to investigation. What would you say to finding Mr. Maximoff for me? seeing what he knows about where our data might have wandered off to. Oh, I'll be informing UC security, but speedy results don't appear to be their forte. I need Mr. Maximoff tracked down and my package recovered, and I need it now. Can I count on you to handle that? Excellent. Mr. Maximoff, Bonifant, appears to have set down on another world here in Alpha Centauri, Hawley. Go there and see what he may know on the subject of our fallen courier and our missing data.
If my services are inadequate, please leave a complaint so I can improve.
Hey, you might want this.
Sweeping. Finish this.
Get me out of here! God. Ugh. You know, honestly didn't expect UC security to get here so... Wait, you're not with security? Who are you? Reliant? Oh, you mean Helena sent you after me? Or more likely sent you after her data. Well, you're out of luck. Maldonado, the man responsible for killing the courier, stealing my ship, and dragging me here, he's got the data. He's looking to auction off our research and frame me for the theft. But that son of a bitch crossed the wrong man. What do you say we go get Reliant's property back? You've got my word, it's the truth. I was just popping out to grab some coffee when someone stuck something in my neck. Next thing I know, I'm bound on my own ship, listening to Maldonado blabber about how he's planning to spend the money he'll be making off Reliant's hard work, which we're not going to let happen. He's about to learn what happens when you play with Bonifant Maximoff. Maldonado's quarters are towards the rear of the facility. Don't worry though, I'm sure you noticed he didn't exactly pay for Ecliptic's finest. No Ecliptic A-team would have missed a pistol on their only captive, for example. And I took several firearms courses before my transfer to Gagarin.
Click, you got it. Find anything worth selling or using? There it is. Jackpot.
bring that in here. Didn't I hire you to take care of this? Get out before you get me killed! If I get so much as scratched, you're all fired.
Clear.
Company. So Reliant sends along a merc of their own, then.
Shut it! Hand over the data, or I'll promise you'll regret it.
Wow! Look at that fire. Junior executive, no more. The answer is no, Mr. Maximov. This data's worth a lot of money to my potential buyers. Of course, it doesn't have to be just me that benefits. Now, if Reliant sent you, then you've had the pleasure of meeting Ms. Strickland. Lovely woman, don't you think? Well, I just want to let you know that you're playing for the wrong side here. Helena Strickland is a credit-pinching hag who won't pay you a fraction of what this data is actually worth. In the right hands. I, however, understand the importance of appropriate compensation. I will pay you handsomely right now to turn around, get back in your ship, and inform Helena that our Bonifant here betrayed her. That he killed the courier, stole Reliant's precious data, but was then tragically killed during the handoff with Ecliptic. I'll even handle the killing part myself. What do you say?
Quiet! It's not going to work! It's not, right? Wait, you're not actually considering this, are you? Yes, maybe Helena's on the more frugal side of things. But did you not hear him? He's talking about killing me. All we want is that data.
Sit tight, Bonifant.
Well, I can't say I didn't try. But, I've got an auction to plan, so I guess I'll just have to get rid of you myself. Ta-ta.
Fair game. butter.
Data's intact. Thank God. I'll take my own ship back to Gagarin. I'm sure Helena will be. Well, she'll be happy to see you, at least.
Did you see this? What do you think? I have something for you. Hey, you might want this. Fascinate me. Oh yeah, I do. You may as well have it now. Hey, now our friendship is legendary, my friend. We can do anything. I truly believe that. You bet. Anytime you want to talk about us, know that I'm here for you just as you've been there for me. Weird. Go ahead and ask your questions, and I'll tell you what I can, my friend. For a long time, talking about Irvin was the hardest thing I could ever imagine. But after everything we've been through, now I can see through the pain to the moments of beauty. So I don't mind talking about one of the best things that ever happened to me with one of my favorite people in the galaxy. He took an ancient plant from a moon that had been ejected from its planetary orbit, and he genetically modified it somehow. That's when it started smelling so good, too. I told him to let me know when he found a pizza plant. Then maybe I'd develop a green thumb. Yes, he was one of the first people I met when I moved into the lodge. His room used to be full of plants. The humidity was hard to get used to. I can never fix the fact that he's gone. But where I used to feel only grief and shame, now I feel grateful for the time and the love that we had. Well, I know he wouldn't have wanted me to travel the stars alone. It's one of my husband's botanical experiments. Somehow it survived alone without sunlight or water or any kind of care. I wonder if he knew that it could survive without him for so long. Thanks for listening. Did you have any other personal questions, or was that it? Glad we could take some time out of our wild adventures and just have a nice chat. Thanks for that, friend.
Have a nice day.
You're back. Without Mr. Maximoff. Is he all right? You didn't have to deal with him, did you? Maldonado. I know that name. He's a renowned data broker. Black market. I'll have to let corporate know about his involvement. And that you managed to stop him. This was good work. Excellent work. Speaking of which, would you be so kind as to hand over the data? By reputation only, I assure you. We're not the only firm that's had research or client data simply wander off, then crop up in the hands of a criminal element. And that name cropped up in more than a few of them. So it does seem that you've spared us from becoming his next victim. That seems reasonable. Here, for a job well done. You have Reliance and my gratitude.
All Reliance big breakthroughs happen in New Atlantis. We've come up with some pretty good heat stroke treatments, though.
Ah, there you are. Look, it merits saying again. Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, the landscape of medical science isn't going to remake itself. Well, I made it out alive thanks to you. So I'd say things are going pretty well. But sorry, I should really get back to it.
Someone leave some food out before we left? Whoa!
Hey, Captain.
Ah, hello. It is a relief to know that the terramorphs are being dealt with. I wanted to tell you that I think you made the right decision. The microbes will ensure this is not a problem for much longer. Yes, it sounds as though the microbes will be quite effective. Although, it may be taking a chance in a different way. Do you think there's a chance there could be unintended effects of using this untested microbe? Well, let us hope it does not come to that. And I must say, I find it curious that you would agree keeping the Lazarus plant around is a good idea. It seems an additional, unnecessary risk. But you could have changed their minds. They would have listened to you. I find it even more concerning that the United Colonies will keep this information secret. They have enough power already. They do not need this in their arsenal. Well, it is good to know that this particular threat is behind us, and you have done a service to all who live in the settled systems. You have my attention. I have sharpened the blade for this very occasion. Just in case we need it.
You two go on. I have academic journals to review, and the galaxy's cheesiest hoagie to devour.
An interesting mix of activities. I hope they are both enjoyable.